Maria Gulia is now joining me live from Champs-Élysées in Paris. Maria, it's been unfortunately 5 days since violence rocked France. Images have shaken the entire world. What is the situation on the ground?
So, good morning everyone. Right now I'm at the Champs-Élysées where the rioters tried to organize some protests yesterday night at 1. It was spread all over the social media saying that they had to catch the state, catch the nation, and stop fighting in the suburb and start fighting and start getting the city where where are basically rich people, politicians, and so the police was in the street. There were more police officers actually than rioters, and this strategy succeeded. So nothing actually happened. So some episodes, very random episodes of people running and the police hitting them happened, but it seemed very calm, and it was mostly atmosphere, and it was mostly just a statement from the rioters saying we're here, we're ready to keep fighting. Sometimes they started saying all together, justice for Nael. The guy shot 5 days ago, and his funeral was yesterday morning. Also, the rioters are mostly young people. We're mostly young people, so I would say mostly minors. And for this reason, also probably the police was trying to keep everything more safe and to avoid anything to start.
Right, Maria, you're making a very important point. You are saying most of the people onto the streets are young people. The government also at the moment, from what we believe, is cracking down on social media. The authorities believe the situation actually has gone from bad to worse because of the kind of videos circulating on social media platforms. Can you hear me, Maria?
Yeah, sorry, there was a problem with internet, sorry. Can you repeat it?
So, Maria, you're making a very valid point. You are saying most of the people onto the streets, according to the authorities, are young people. It's the young people who are onto the streets and protesting. The government, from what we believe, is now cracking down on social media platforms. The authorities believe the situation has gone from bad to worse, given the kind of videos that are doing rounds on social media across the country.
Yeah, well, the situation was quite different in other cities of France, but obviously I was not there, so I couldn't see it with my eyes. I just can say that the situation in Marseille or in other cities, more in the south of France, where the protests were a bit more organized, let's say that way, and I'm not even sure if this was an actual protest or if it was just a statement, or if they tried to organize something, but the police was too organized. Yeah, I can compare it with a May Day, and in Paris, May Day was way more violent, way more aggressive. There were protesters, all the age, every kind of protesters, because they were getting down on the streets for the reform pensions. So but yesterday the situation was quite different.
Thank you, Maria, for giving us all those details. It seems like, there has been massive deployment of the police personnel. Are you hearing reports of more violence taking place across the cities?
Not right now. No.
So no violence taking place across the cities, and it seems like there has been a massive crackdown by the police personnel. More than 45,000 police personnel have been stationed across the country, making sure that the situation is under control.
Yeah, probably in other cities they are still on the streets, ready to, avoid too much chaos. But in Paris, at least right here, it's all good, it's all clear. And I saw police officers stopping one guy just a few minutes ago, but it was just one person, and probably was not related to the protests because nothing was happening. So so right now it seems like they're on post. I would say there is probably something will go on this afternoon.
Maria, what do you think will happen in the next coming days? It seems like at the moment the protesters have stopped. Seems like they are taking a pause. But do you think the rioting will continue, or do you believe the measures that have been taken by the government, they will be able to quell the protest across the country?
I think, yeah. Looking at the atmosphere of yesterday night, that the protests are going to end soon, or at least an organized kind of protest. So it might be more random attacks during the day or the night to buildings and cars. But I think if it's going to finish, I think everything is going to finish soon. If it's not tomorrow, it's the day after tomorrow, but I think it's going to finish.
Thank you, Maria Gulia, for joining us live from Paris. At the moment, it seems like the situation, at least in some cities, is under control.